guys, so today's video is all about how you can build up your strength to mount the top bar without actually using your feet. So we're going to have a look at a couple of ways. One, just sitting in the hoop and working on pull-ups. That is mostly important to be able to get that lift, okay? Most people don't have that lift, and this is where they start to wiggle out and then try and get their feet on and push with their feet. It looks ugly as hell. And once you're in that bad habit, it's really hard to get out of. So let's just imagine you've never done it before, and I'm just going to start from there, okay? So the first thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to firstly show you what a pike mount looks like on the top bar. So for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, it makes more sense on what I'm going to do. So this is a pike mount. Okay, so the most important thing is when you're sat in your hoop, making sure you have your hands directly above your shoulders. It might be just need a little bit wider, but definitely not closer because your legs have to go through. So start in that position and take your hands over the top. I like to bring my elbows in. Now from here, I'm going to look up and I'm going to think about pulling so my chin comes above the bar. Okay? Now when you first start doing these, you might think, oh, I can get on the top bar with my feet, but I can't pull, okay? And until you start training that, you're not going to get stronger, okay? So don't worry if you can't do it right now. You may get here and you might, and nothing happens. And that is completely normal to start with, okay? So I definitely want you to have both hands at the top, elbows in. As you're keeping your shoulders back, I want you to look up because I want you to see where you're going. If you're here, just trying to do this, you can't see where you're going, and I really want you to aim to get the chin above. And you may start to feel like your butt is starting to come off the hoop, which is good. So that's the part you need to start working on. It may be that you just don't have enough pull-up strength yet. Once we get the pull-up strength, so from here, once you get your chin up, you're going to also drive the knees up at the same time. So you want to bring your knees towards your chest. So from here, hands stay the same, elbows in. As you pull up, bring your knees up. Okay? You want to get that hold and the knees up. You can do it at the same time, so you don't have to break it down, too slow, because obviously the slower you go, the harder it is. So again, hands at the top. You can always bring your knees, take your legs down and use that momentum to get up. So from here, up. Okay? So once you've got that bit, we're going to think about knees under the hoop. And I don't want you to think about feet at all, okay? Like I said, if you're in a bad habit and you've already thought about getting your feet on the bar to push you over, again, it's going to be a lot harder. So I don't want you to think about feet whatsoever. I just want you to keep your feet pointed as much as you can and heels towards your butt. So the closer we are in this tuck position, the easier it's going to be for us. So again, so hands at the top, elbows in. As you pull up, knees under the hoop. Okay? And then I want you to come back down. So knees under, so elbows in, knees up, butt down. So as you can see, I'm trying to control it down. So I'm not going, okay? Not jolting through my shoulders. I'm trying to keep that control throughout the whole time. This isn't easy, guys, okay? This isn't going to be a quick fix in getting you up on the top bar. You have to be working on this strength. Try and work out as many times as you can during the week. Try and go at least 3 times. That's what I usually go with minimum to try and build that strength. You can also do stuff off the hoop as well. So if you don't have a hoop at home and you only go to the studio once a week, you can do things like pull-ups and push-ups, and they will all help you as well. Particularly if you work on core conditioning exercises, because you need a lot of core strength to be able to hold you up there as well. So once we've got the knees under the hoop, we're going to start tilting back. So think about leading the shoulders behind you, because we want to keep the hips up, okay? So from here, knees up and through. And as you can see, as I go through, I'm straightening my arms. Yeah, and pull up and back down. So you may find your feet, I know mine do, my feet touch the top of the bar, and I'm keeping them pointed. I'm not flexing them and pushing them through, pushing off the bar. I'm just allowing them to slide through, okay? So again, pull in, knees up, knees under. Allow your head to go all the way back. Look up, pull up, land down. Once you can hold that position, you'll generally find you'll be able to just slide your feet through. If you can control that underneath, you can totally go all the way through, okay? Don't be tempted as soon as your feet touch the bar to lose that core control that you've got to get up there, okay? You want to keep that strong and allow your feet to come through. So don't just relax as soon as your feet touch the bar. So again, elbows in, knees up, feet go through, slide them all the way through, and then you can straighten out your legs. Then you can hook your legs onto the bar and do whatever you want. Now, that's one way, okay? So that's from being within the hoop. You can also work on this, like reversing it. So rather than, you know, a lot of people like walk out and they get their feet on and they try and pull up, and it just looks, it's not the best looking thing, I must say. But another way you can get on the top is the way I teach, is to be able to drop your butt down, come and stand on the hoop and take your legs over. Now don't get me wrong, this can take a little bit longer, not too much longer. However, it requires you to build the strength to be able to hold the position, to get up there. The more you can do that, the more you're going to be building your strength, okay? So to do that, both hands at the top, elbows in. Drop down so you're underneath your knees, keep the shoulders down. Take one foot onto the bar, go with the ball of your foot and curl your toes under, do the same with the other. And I'm going to pull the arms to bring my knees through. And then I'm going to hold onto the strap and I'm going to stand, okay? Once I'm in the standing position, I'm going to take one leg out to the side, hook over, so I'm pushing the back of the knee into the hoop, squeeze the heel towards my butt, and then I'm going to release my other leg. I'm going to bring the knee out to the side. You have to go out, guys, because if you just bring it up, you get stuck. So knee out first, over the top, and hook over. Now you can walk your hands down, back onto the bar, and you're in that hook to the top. Now we can work on dismounting. So if we straighten one leg down and the other, we're going to bend the legs. You can flex your feet under the bar and then pull up. I think you just got a view of my butt then, I'm very sorry. So I'm going to turn around. So again, drop down, feet on. Make sure it's the balls of your feet, not the middle of your feet. Knees through. Make sure you've got the stability, your butt should be above your heels. One hand on and the other, pull up. One leg on. Make sure it's close to the strap, guys, and you have to squeeze the heel towards your butt, as you're going to find you're going to slide off the side. Knee out to the side, over the top, and walk back down. I'm going to spin to my butt towards you, I think. So again, one leg down, then the other. Then you're going to bend. You might feel stuck here, so this is where we flex to get the feet under, and then pull up to land. We have to work on that pull up, guys, okay? That's the tricky bit. So you can always just work on the pike through and then come into that top position. Like I said, your feet might come on, so you're just going to flex your feet under to their pointed again, and then you can come back and go over the top. So you can still work on holding that position and understanding and conditioning your body to know where it's going, if that makes sense. So once you're in that point, it goes, I know what you're doing next. You get your feet under, then you hook over, so it only understands. Does that make sense? Let's go again. So from here, drop down, feet on, pull up, hands on the strap. One leg over, then the other. Walk down. One leg down, then the other. Knees to face, flex your feet under, point, come back. Come under, point, and back. So you can do it again. Okay, does that make sense? Now, if you don't feel you've got the control to pull up to sit, you can come down by climbing back up. So hands back on the strap, pull, pull, pull. Lower one leg down, find the hoop at the bottom, place your foot in, and then do the same with the other. Then you can come sit down, making sure your knees go through the hoop, and then come sit on your butt. Yeah? So there's an alternative way of doing that. Now, if you feel that you've got your pull-ups, okay, so you've got some lift and some control, you can then work on the dismount. If you don't have any of that pull-up, you're going to find it really difficult to do a pull-up when you're in that inverted position. Okay, so only do this if you know you've got a little lift. So, swing a little bit. So, once you straighten out, knees in, flex, feet under. Now look at the top of the bar, okay? Look at where the strap is, pull up, land your butt, okay? Now I did that and I exaggerated that movement, okay? But as you pull up, you can land your butt down on the ground. So I'm going to show you one more time. So here, bend, flex the under, pull up, land. Yeah? You have to think about taking your butt back through the hoop to land. If you don't, you're just going to slide out. Okay? So this is why it's really important to think about looking at the strap at the top, or the top of the bar, or your hands, wherever, and you're pulling up to that position. Because bringing your body up will take your butt back anyway. Is if you try and take your feet under. So I see a lot of people, when they come down, they get here, and then they go, yeah? Try not to do that, okay? Make sure you get that pull up. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Let me know if you've got any questions. See how many steps you can do, and if you want to, just post in the Aerial Hoop Addicts group and I'll have a look for you. You can always tag me as well. Anyway, have a great day and I'll see you later. Okay guys?